Hi, my name is Tanya and welcome to my small backyard vegetable garden here in central Victoria. We've had more rain since my last video, and just as I came out to set up a tripod to film this, we had a sun shower. It was about our fifth one this afternoon. Last night I added another compost bin to this row. I now have one empty one. It has come from my front garden. I hopefully won't need another one out there. I really don't have the room. Luckily, I had the room here and I am going to make use of it. I have a couple of barrow loads of cuttings that need to go in and start being composted. These other three are full and composting. They had been quite hot. Now they are sitting at 27 degrees. It's a great temperature and there are so many worms. This is the last one that I set up and it has plenty of worms in there, but I'm going to put a bit of straw on top to finish it off. I am really wanting to get these bins working efficiently. I would love it that I could have one whole bin of compost to go on each raised bed. In the future, I just have to work out the timing, and that is something I am very keen to achieve. This is the giant Russian rhubarb. It will be shifting, think around there. I will plant some more comfrey. These are the grape hyacinths that I dug out of the garlic. This is the amount of rain that we've had since last night. Everything is full of water. I need to get the seed snails out of the water and sit them on this table. It's great because the water can run through and they can all drain. They're very, very wet. These are some bargains I just picked up at you know where. And the walking onions are slowly shooting. I think there's two there that I can see. I was very happy to find these rhubarb marked down today. I had a quick look in the garden and I think I had lost a couple of rhubarb plants through summer. I was planning on replacing some anyway. This was good timing. Now I am going to get these out of the plastic bags. I did have a feel through the plastic to make sure there wasn't any slimy parts. This one here had a little bit around the top. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to get them in like you saw some straw and some of the coconut coir so that they can air out but also not dry out until I am ready to plant them into the garden. I don't want them rotting in the plastic, and seeing they are marked down, they have been in plastic for a little while. When I'm buying things like this marked down, I like to make sure things are shooting so that way I know they're alive. You can never really tell when they're in the bag, maybe when they are freshly put out and sold, but if they've been in store for a little while, it's always good to see a shoot coming off. There ended up only being that one that had a little bit of sliminess around the shoot, and hopefully that will all settle down now they're in here. With all our cold weather, this little hot pot has dropped in temperature also, just like my big compost bins. I am in two minds as to whether I am disappointed or okay about this. It isn't hot, but the growth that is happening in the vegetables that are around it is really quite amazing. These plants look so healthy and are growing so big that I can hardly be disappointed. I have tied up the leaves around my purple cauliflower. This is what the seed company suggested doing, so I'm going to trial it for a couple of days. The broccoli bambino has been performing so good. I've been picking lots of it. Pulling out those tomatoes early has really paid off, because having broccoli this time of year to add to greens and to salads has been such a treat. My purple sprouting broccoli is a little way off yet, and hopefully it will be ready to go once the bambino finishes. The red onions are looking less fragile. I still don't trust the birds around them. I think they could pull them out without a worry, but I don't think I will be planting any of these kind of onions. I am hoping to go to a more perennial onion or be planting the bulbs. The cabbage are looking great, but look at my Brussels sprouts. I am over the moon about how these are shaping up. It seems that the middle Brussels sprout plant is looking way more advanced. These are the mini cauliflowers. The leaves are giant. I'm hoping to see some cauliflowers in the center soon. There are certainly plenty of them. We have ate out all of the quick growing greens that were planted around them. I have a little bit more of the wood chip to put out. I've got to tidy up these paths, put some straw down. The birds are digging just at this front little spot here, which I'm very happy to see. So more straw down in this path here and across the front of this little framed beds, and the little bit of wood chip on the existing wood chips. It has been very wet and I need to get something down on these paths. This is garden bed 3 with the Brussels sprouts and all the beetroot that I transplanted, and I'm so glad I didn't pull them out and just waste these seedlings, because I have another whole patch of beetroot that will be able to be picked. I have the cosmic purple carrots. They are looking really good. Over here in the perennial vegetable bed, I have the hollyhocks and more self-seeded sweet peas, and I'm hoping to plant more flowers around there. And rather than plant in lines along here, I'm going to plant in bunches. This is the herb bed, and then I want to have all the rhubarb down this end and move all this garlic. Some will move towards the wall. I'm going to go looking for rhubarb crowns, and I'm going to get them dug up. This one here I lost. It has rotted off. I think there was actually 2 there. I think I had 6 plants, but some may be under hollyhock leaves, which I cannot do anything about because I don't want to dig the hollyhocks up at this time, because that would set them back. And I found a big crown just there. The garlic is coming up very easy. Got the big shovel, and I'm going to slowly work my way around the crown, just a bit out from it. Like with the crowns that I bought, you can cut through some of the roots, just not too close. I'm not very keen to be doing this because I do not have my sunglasses on for eye protection, and the tree is not cut back yet. So there are plenty of spiky branches there, and I'm always mindful about protecting my eyes. This is the root that's come out of this rhubarb. I'm not quite sure why it's gone across the top of the ground, or it's just in underneath the mulch. But I'm happy to see that. That is a decent sized plant that I can shift. Now, they were all planted around here. I thought I had about 6. There's another one I've just found that it has been lost also. These were all very small plants. Bought them in pots, marked down. I think it must have been maybe this time last year. So it would have been well before me deciding to buy the raised garden beds. And so they have grown a decent size, the ones that have grown. It's disappointing to lose them, and I do wonder if I don't plant 1 or 2 plants per year just in case this happens. I'm lucky that some of these have made it, so they're a bit older, but had I lost them all, I'd be starting again from scratch. So maybe moving forward, just adding a new young plant every winter, like a bare-rooted plant every winter, may be a way of covering in case you lose any through the hot weather. I will also consider doing this with my asparagus patch. Just worked my way around this crown. This is quite large and it's taking a bit of getting out. I am mindful about not affecting the tree. I do not want to hit one of the tree roots and have it sending up shoots. Just want to dig the least amount possible to get it out. I'm very happy with that, and the crown there is quite a decent size and it should take off come spring, summer. Collecting up all the garlic, it is time to get it out. We have forecast of rain most days in the next week, so I'm just going to get on and get as much done as I can. All of this garlic in these rows will come out. The garlic that is along the wall, I will leave what I can, but I do want to top up the soil along that wall. I'm taking out this pineapple sage. It's well away from the main pineapple sage. Now I've got a basket and the rhubarb crowns. I will go back and have a check around in a bit more daylight for any more rhubarb crowns before I go doing anything. Hunter has come to tell me that it's time to go inside. It is dark. Come on, let's go. I have a time limit now before he starts barking at me. Just going to store them in this basket with some hessian over the top, and I won't be delaying in getting them back into the garden. All these rhubarb seem to grow at a different time. The giant Russian rhubarb has leaves on it already. The ones that I just dug up are very dormant, and the ones that I have just purchased have shoots coming out of it. So they have a varying growing time, which really suits me. I would be more than happy to potter around here in the darkness until the solar lights ran out, but Hunter is keen to go, so that's it for me tonight.